Basically, as a tire specialist, when you get to the track, usually you've got 3 sets of new tires waiting for them, Continental to be picked up, and at that point you just start working on them, and you're going to prepare between 3 and 6 sets of new tires depending on the length of the race and other things. Usually we'll have a set of reins already mounted sitting back there, hopefully not going to get any use in it, but just tire preparation, and there's a lot that goes into it.
During the race weekend, basically my job is to have all the wheels ready at the shop. We bring all the wheels to the racetrack. We get new tires mounted on the wheels from the Continental guys here on the track through the trackside support. After that, I bring the tires back to the area in the paddock that we're actually working. I'll drop the air in the tires. I'll purge them with nitrogen. Then the purging portion is completed. We then take and tape the tires. We actually mark on them whether they be left side or right side. We do that in order to establish a cold starting pressure so that we can hit our target hot pressure during the race or during any practice session.
I'll organize them, write down all the spring rates, because left side we want stiffer if it's a clockwise, if it's counterclockwise we want stiffer tires on the right hand side. Once we determine that, then we'll purge every tire. We'll let all the air that they put into it and nitrogen out, and I got to gauge that reads relative humidity, and I'll start bleeding them down, and my goal is to get 10% or less relative humidity in each tire. Once I reach that point, then I blow them up. Usually I'll put them at what we call 25 square. So that means each tire is going to have 25 pounds of nitrogen in it. And once I've got all 24 tires or 18 tires, whatever it may be for the week, then I can sort of sit back and start pairing them up.
We actually have to compensate for the track temperature. The hotter track, of course, we use less tire pressure. The colder track would be just the opposite, where we added some pressure to the tires. We've got a hot target pressure that we think works best with our car. It's my job to set the cold tire pressure so that we actually hit that pressure hopefully within about the first 5 laps of the practice or the race, and then it stabilizes at that point.
The track's got more right-hand turns or left-hand turns. That's where the spring ratio comes in, and once I know that, I know it's a left hand or right hand, then the higher spring rates will go on that side. If it's a left hand, then the tires on the highest are going to be on the right hand side of the car, and vice versa if it's a left hand turn.
I actually take the tire pressure. That especially during the practices, that's how I establish my pressure for the race. Each track is different. Each one, and according to the driving styles, we have 2 drivers in our race car. That's the unique thing about Grand-Am, that we actually have 2 different unique driving styles. Hopefully your drivers are close, but we do have to set different starting pressures for each driver just due to their driving styles, and so that's also one of my duties.
Qualifying, we're going to be on stickers. Start of the race, we're going to be on stickers, and depending on length of race, if it's 2 hours and 45 minutes, then I've got stickers on the car, and I've got 3 sets of stickers ready to go on during the race, depending on how it unfolds.